Imagine waking up one morning, hearing rain hitting your roof, and thinking, great, free water. Now imagine finding out that collecting that rainwater could actually get you fined, warned, or even labeled illegal in some places. Sounds unbelievable, right? Water falls from the sky, lands on your roof, and yet the law says it is not yours to keep. This idea alone makes people stop and think, because it challenges what feels like common sense. Today's story will change how you look at rain, laws, and who really controls natural resources. So make sure you stay with me till the end. Before we go deeper, if you enjoy content that uncovers surprising laws, hidden rules, and logic behind things we never question, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Logic Unlocked. It really helps the channel grow, and it tells YouTube that you want more videos like this. Trust me, what's coming next is something most people in America have never been told clearly. Now let's talk about rainwater. For most of human history, rain was seen as a gift. Farmers prayed for it. Villages depended on it. People built barrels, ponds, and systems to catch it, because survival depended on water. Even today, when rain falls, it feels natural to collect it for gardens, washing cars, or emergencies. So why would any government say no to that? The answer lies in how water law developed, especially in parts of the United States. In some states, water is not treated as something that belongs to whoever catches it. Instead, it is treated as a shared resource that must follow strict rules. This idea came from a time when water was scarce. Populations were growing, and rivers were already promised to farmers, cities, and industries. Lawmakers feared that if everyone started collecting rainwater freely, rivers and streams would receive less water, harming those who legally depended on it. Downstream. Think about this carefully. When rain falls on your roof, that water would normally flow into the ground, into streams, and eventually into rivers. In states where water rights are tightly controlled, even that flow is already legally claimed. So when someone captures rainwater before it reaches those systems, the law sees it as interfering with existing water rights. It feels strange, but legally, that rain is already spoken for. This is why in some states, especially in the western United States where droughts are common, rainwater collection was once restricted or heavily regulated. The government did not necessarily want to punish people for being eco-friendly. Instead, it was trying to manage water distribution in a system where every drop mattered. Still, for the average homeowner, this explanation feels distant and unfair. Imagine a family trying to be environmentally responsible. They install barrels to save rainwater, reduce water bills, and help during dry seasons. They believe they are doing the right thing. Then one day, they hear that what they are doing might not be allowed, or that they need permits, size limits, or inspections. Suddenly, saving water feels like breaking the law. Now here's where the story gets more interesting. Over time, public reaction pushed back. People started asking hard questions. Why can corporations use massive amounts of water, but a homeowner can't collect rain from their own roof? Why promote sustainability while restricting simple solutions? These questions forced lawmakers to reconsider. As a result, many states have changed their rules. Some now allow rainwater harvesting, but with limits. Some allow it only for certain uses, like gardening instead of drinking. Others require registration or permits, and some states fully encourage it, even offering tax incentives. The law is no longer the same everywhere, which makes the confusion even worse for regular people. This patchwork of rules creates a strange reality. In one state, rainwater harvesting is praised as smart and green. Cross a state line, and suddenly the same act can raise legal concerns. This shows how laws are not always about logic alone, but about history, politics, and resource control. What makes this topic even more powerful is what it reveals about ownership. Do we truly own what falls from the sky onto our property? Or are we just temporary users of resources controlled by systems much larger than us? Rainwater laws quietly remind us that even nature can be regulated once it becomes valuable. And this isn't just about rain. It connects to bigger questions about water shortages, climate change, population growth, and who gets priority when resources run low. As droughts become more common, water becomes more political. Rules tighten. Monitoring increases. What once seemed harmless becomes strategic. This is why stories like this matter, and why Logic Unlocked exists. We don't just share strange laws for shock value. We uncover the reasoning behind them, even when that reasoning feels uncomfortable or outdated. Understanding the logic doesn't always mean agreeing with it, but it helps us see the bigger picture. Now imagine a future where water becomes even scarcer. Rainwater collection could shift from being restricted to being required. Governments might encourage every home to capture rain to reduce pressure on public systems. The same act that once raised eyebrows could become standard practice. Laws change as circumstances change, and this story proves that clearly. So next time it rains, and you hear drops hitting your roof, remember that you are witnessing something more than weather. You are seeing a resource that has been fought over in courts, written into laws, and debated by lawmakers. A simple rain barrel holds a much deeper story than most people realize. If this topic surprised you, or if you've ever thought about collecting rainwater yourself, let me know in the comments. Do you think rainwater should belong to the homeowner, or should it be regulated for the greater good? Your opinion matters, and I read as many comments as possible. Also, don't forget to share this video with someone who loves learning strange but true facts. Sharing helps the channel grow and helps more people unlock the logic behind everyday rules. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Logic Unlocked for more stories that make you stop, think, and see. And see. Differently. Sometimes the most powerful laws are the ones we never notice, and sometimes the most surprising truths fall quietly from the sky.